Hey y'all, Justin with Kayak Catfish. I'm on the river right at first light. Unfortunately, no beautiful sunrise today. Way too foggy for that, but hopefully we're gonna see some big cats today. I've got a whole cooler full of baits that we're gonna cut up. I've got a bucket full of live baits as well. Anything these catfish could possibly want, we got them covered. So come with me, y'all. Let's go see if we can catch us a few. Let's get our baits cut up here, y'all. I'm gonna start with a skipjack head and a chunk on 2 rods. I've also got a white bass here. I'm probably gonna start out with a head for it, and then I've got up here in my bucket, I've got a whole bucket full of live bluegill, so we'll put a live bait on. So we'll have basically 3 pieces of cut bait of 2 different varieties of fish, and then a live bait. So by gosh, these catfish better want to bite something, because we got everything they could possibly want or need. I got my cut baits already lowered down. Oh goodness, boy, these bluegill are lively, ain't they? Save some of that energy there, bluegill. I got these on a recent ultralight trip, so let me set him there a second while I get my hook back together. Boy, them things is about to jump out that bucket, wasn't he? But I'm going to start out with 1 live bait, and if these fish show a preference to something, we're going to be able to just feed them whatever they want, with the exception of white bass. I've only got 1 white bass with me today, so once it's gone, it's gone. But we got plenty of skipjack and plenty of bluegill. So there goes our live bait down. I'm going to put him on the back right side of the kayak. I've got that skipjack chunk up there, skipjack head on the left front, and the white bass on the left rear. And what I'm going to do, I'm currently spot locked where I'm at while I'm getting baited up, but I'm about to get on the move, and I'm going to do some trolling today. Don't have any current flow out here this morning, and the wind is barely noticeable at all. So to get any kind of movement, I'm going to have to supplement my own speed. So I'm going to get on the motor here and just kind of work a ledge. I'll show you here on the graph. Kind of right now I'm 44 feet. I'm just going to work along the edge of the ledge here and just keep my speed 0.3, 0.5 miles an hour, and hopefully somewhere down through here we're going to run into some catfish. And boy, when we do, like I said, if they ain't hungry for something I got, they're the pickiest eater of all time, and we probably don't want to catch that one anyway. Oh boy, nice takedown. Nice takedown right there. That's on the white bass head. Nice takedown. Boy, he nailed it, man. Fish number 1, y'all. Let me just kill the motor here a second. I'm just trolling along. I ain't went far, but also haven't really seen anything. I've got the live scope turned on. I've got my transducer facing forward as I move along, and I'm not really seeing much activity down there, but all of a sudden, just boom, this rod goes down, and he feels good, man. I'll take it, buddy. I'm excited about this. Sometimes you get a small fish to start, and you know, at least it sets the bar low. But this one here, he thumped it, and he feels like he's going to be a little better quality fish. Oh yeah, I see some bigger bubbles coming up right there. Yeah, solid fun size fish for fish number 1 on the white bass head. Ain't it something? The bait that you've got the least amount of is always going to be what they want. Without fail. Let's see if we can get hold of him here. Bring him on in. Well, be careful there, fish. Got my live bait tank sitting there. Don't want you knocking it over now. Let's hold that one up there, buddy. Hey, fish number 1 ain't too bad, man. That's a quality fish. Nice fun sizer. Just nailed that white bass head. Heck of a fight. Never saw him on the live scope. Still really ain't seeing much down there, but he just must have come at me from behind or come from the side or something and gobbled it up. White bass head, man. Getting it done out here. Let's let this one go. We'll see you, buddy. He gone. Fortunately, that fish was kind to us. He's left us the white bass head on. It still looks to be in pretty good shape. You know, it wasn't down there too terribly long. Still got some of the innards and everything in it there. I'm gonna take this hook and go through the other side of the mouth and out that other nostril. Of course, I got my Catfish Sumo bait stalker fly on there under it. But I'm gonna lower it back down. My baits, I'm suspending baits out here today, which is my favorite way to fish. And so I've got my rig set up here. If you're new to my channel, this is my rig I use when I'm suspending baits. That's an 8-ounce egg sinker down to a swivel. I've got a short section of 80-pound monofilament down to a 10-aught size circle hook. Got the cut bait, of course, and then the fly dangling under that. So I'll lower this bait down. Right now I'm 44 feet deep. So I'll let my sinker hit bottom and then raise it up so that my bait's sitting down there a couple feet off bottom. And as we move along, the depth through here, pretty consistent. I'm not gonna have to do a lot of tinkering with my baits. But as it changes, I will raise or lower my baits to compensate for the depth change. So just try to keep them somewhere, you know, you don't want your hooks dragging bottom, because then you're gonna get snagged. Any sticks or logs or any kind of debris, you're gonna snag it and snag on it. So you're gonna snag it and snag on it. You know what I'm trying to say. You're gonna get but anyway, you want to keep it up so that you're not hitting that stuff, but you don't want it so high up that maybe inactive fish that are laying on bottom, you don't want it so high up that they're going to have to come up very far to get it. Because if you got an inactive fish and you put it right in their face, you can sometimes tempt those fish. But if they're inactive and your bait's 5-10 foot off bottom, you're not getting that fish's attention. So anyway, before I keep talking and fumble my words and sound even dumber than I am, I'm gonna shut up and we're gonna get back on the move. You know, my bluegill over here is acting funny. I don't know if something's got him or if he's just swimming a little harder. My rods, these are my signature series rods, and the tip on these things a little bit stiffer. I don't know. I'm gonna just, yeah, I do have a fish on there. I'm like, I don't think that bluegill can keep taking that rod tip down like that over and over. Let's see what we got here, y'all. I've went a pretty good spell without getting another bite after that big blue. Not really seeing much on the graph, not really seeing any bait. I was actually thinking about moving to the other side of the channel and seeing what's going on. This is a smaller blue right here. A little dink blue ate our bluegill. I wanted to have some live baits out here. My last couple catfishing trips, I've been getting a bunch of fish, a bunch of catfish. But, oh, there goes that rod. Let me set this one back. Oh, that's a nice takedown right there. Oh my gosh, he didn't hook up. He buried that rod and didn't stay buttoned. That's on a piece of white bass. Let me just make sure I ain't got a scale or something up here on this hook. Oh, it looks good to me, man. I don't know what happened there. Daggone, man. Let's drop that back down. That was a nice takedown right there for him not to button up. I'd switched that bait out. I had a skipjack chunk on there initially. I put a piece of white bass on there after I got that big blue on the white bass head. But I brought these live baits with me, hoping to kind of weed out some of the smaller cats that I've been getting. I mean, I've been getting a bunch of fish the last few trips, but I have been fishing deeper depths. And so maybe that's part of the reason of why I'm not getting as much action today. Maybe there's just not as many fish kind of in this 44-foot depth that I'm currently at. Goodness, fish, calm it down now. Calm it down. Hey, quit that now. Well, there that ornery devil is. Get the heck out of here, fish. What's got into you acting that way? But, well, I'm dark going that way. Let me turn this way, y'all. But, anyway, I was just, before that fish hit and before the other one there hit, I was thinking about going to the other side of the channel. It's a little bit deeper over there. It's more in that 55-foot depth range where I've been kind of having more success at lately. I just wanted to try the edge of this ledge over here to start with, and got that big blue, which, you know, I didn't see it on the graph either. So I'm gonna keep going down through here a little bit further and see if we get on some more fish after those 2 bites, and we'll see what happens. But let me get another bluegill on here and we'll drop it down. Oh goodness gracious, boy, them things are ornery today. They're lively, ain't they? Lively bluegill. I'm just running that hook through, right through the top of his back, kind of shallow through the back there, and we'll send him down, see what he wants to do for us. I have big hopes for this fish, high expectations. I hope he don't fail me. Something's after my white bass piece. Oh, he's got it, he's got it. Let's reel one in there. Let's reel this one in on the white bass, man. After that head got eat there earlier, first thing I said, I'm just going to switch out my chunk of skipjack and put the white bass on. I ain't got but one white bass with me, so thought I'll just try it out. And I'll be doggone, now the head's been eat, and this one got hit there earlier, and I don't know if this fish is in my bluegill rod or if something else has got my, yeah, he's in my bluegill line. He ain't even got the piece of white bass. He's got the stinger flying the side. Boy, this fish right here might be the dumbest fish in the whole river system right here. Not only did he not get the bait, but he also didn't even get the stinger hook in the mouth. All right, we got that untangled at least. You dumb fish. You the dumbest one I've met in a long time. Your parents gonna be embarrassed how you've got on this video, fish. There you go. Get out of here, fish. There he goes. I try not to bring them in if they don't get a hook in the mouth. They don't deserve it. If they that dumb, they can't eat a bait and a hook, and they too dumb to be featured on this video more than necessary. So I'm gonna get all that slime there best I can off that fly. He got that thing all nasty, man. As helicopter man's coming up, perfect timing here. He's gonna get on video too. These fish getting themselves snagged, helicopter man flying over. Everybody wants on this dang video, don't they? I got another one on that white bass head here, y'all. It has been a hot minute since I've caught a fish. I moved from the other side of the channel over there to this side, and man, there ain't nothing going on over here either. I thought I was coming to the promised land, but it just ain't worked out as of yet. So I'm gonna keep plugging along, but oh no, you know what's happened? This fish, he ate the fly and he knocked my white bass head, my only white bass head. I mean, it was well past time to change out that head anyway. I just didn't have nothing to change it out with. But he knocked it off the hook. We got our stinger fly here. Yo, dinkity doodah blue. I'm happy to get another bite, but you could have left my head on, fish. God damn it. Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Since I'm out of white bass now, other than I got one more piece on this front rod chunk that's up there. I switched it out when I come over here to this side, but that's it for white bass. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut another skipjack, and we'll put a fresh head on this front rod, and we'll put a chunk on this back left rod. Of course, still got the live bluegill going down over here. But like I said, I switched over to the other side of the channel. It's a little bit deeper over here. Right now I'm 47 feet deep, but it's going to drop off to the mid 50s as we move along through here. So still keeping my speed, trying to be 0.3, 0.5 miles an hour ish. And I'm working I want to, when I do this trolling like this along these ledges, I like to be on that kind of that deepest break line, right on the edge, right where it starts to come up at a steep angle. So I'm just following that contour down here and hoping to run into some fish as they swim along and move up and down these ledges. Oh, another fish, another fish. We got him. This is on a skipjack chunk, and boy, it's been another little break. He's taking off now, man. He's taking off. When you first hit it, you didn't feel that big. I've had another little break though, y'all. It has been a slow morning out here. But some of them other recent trips, man, it's just constant bites. That has not been the case today. Not yet, anyway. Either they're inactive today or I've just not been on them. Could go either way. And we got another one here and he feels decent. Unless I've just got him foul hooked or something and he's coming in sideways. But he feels decent. I'll get him up here and take a look at him in a second. Oh my gosh, he's sideways. He got the stinger in the belly. He swiped at my bait, knocked it off, and got the stinger. The stinger fly strikes again. That one got snagged. I thought he just all of a sudden got to feeling bigger. I wonder if he didn't pop off my other hook, and when he rolled, possibly rolled into that stinger hook. We'll obviously never know, but either way, we was able to reel him in. Them small fish like that, I've mentioned it before, I'm like, them small ones, they feel so much bigger. When they foul hooked, I'd almost just rather foul hook all them little ones. Just to get an extra tug on the line there. Alright, well, let's get us another piece of skipjack on. That one's just a chunk there with the gut pocket cut out. So I'll get another one of those dropped down. We'll just keep making our way down through here. We're either going to run into a school eventually, or I'm just going to keep making my way along and pick them off one at a time. Either way, I'm catching me some fish today. Let's get our next piece of skipjack here. Just going to cut that gut pocket out. I'm going to give that fin on top there, that little dorsal fin, I'm going to give it a little haircut there with my shears. I'll take my hook, run it through the back, and that is our next bait. About to be ready to be dropped down. We'll send it down there, raise it up a couple feet. Right now I'm 52, just dropped into 53 feet of water here, so we're starting to drop off a little bit deeper depths now. That skipjack piece I just dropped back down. Now it's hooked up again. Well, he might be on the bait. He might be on the fly too. We'll see. We'll see when we get him up here. Either way, I'm reeling in a fish, by gosh. I don't care where he's hooked, how he's hooked, whether he hit the fly or the bait. Don't matter to me. I just want to get a tug on the line today. That's why I come out here for. I thought with all them small fish I've been catching, I might could eliminate some of them with bigger live baits. Some of them bluegill I got's 8 inches. Oh, this one's lassoed. He's got the cut bait in the mouth, and the stinger flies wrapped around my main line. This one here is going to go crazy when I get him unlassoed. You watch and see if he don't. He's about to start rolling and flopping something terrible. Alright, here we go. Here we go. I told you we get him unlassoed. He's predictable, man. These catfish, if only women could be as predictable as what these cats are going to do when they get unlassoed. There he goes. He just unhooked himself. That's a good fish right there, buddy. Quick release on him once we got him untangled there. Got me all slimed up. It's money in the bank, man. It's a guaranteed. You just know what them things are going to do when they tied up in that line like that and you release that tension. They're going to flop around something terrible. Boy, he's got my line, my fly there just all nasty. That bait, he left the bait on. It's still pretty good. I ain't went very far since that last fish that we'd got on it, or switching it out or whatever, so we'll drop it back down. I gotta check my bluegill over here too in a second, y'all. I think something may have it. It ain't acting right. I'm glancing over my shoulder here. Either it moved, running from something, or something's. No, he must have just been getting lively from something. He's whatever's after him's gone. Either way, y'all, either way. Another fish reeled in. Like I said, if we don't run into a school day, that's all right. We just keep grinding, pick them off one at a time. There's something after my head bait, but I ain't confident that he's got my head bait. I think he may have to fly. Come on, fish, let's see what you got. That bait's a bigger bait, you know, it's a bigger head bait. I don't think a fish acting like that had it. You know, if he can hit it just right, he may get that hook. But that fly dangling down there under him, easy pickings. So it looks like a small bait fish that's just up there messing with that piece of cut bait. Oftentimes them things will either get eaten, or them smaller fish come up and nip at your cut bait and roll when they feel the tension, and roll right into that stinger. And that one there he's knocked my head off the bait too, or off the hook. But he ate that stinger. He's got it in the mouth. I knew that pole wasn't acting right. Listen, fish, I'm fine with reeling you in, but my gosh, you didn't have to knock the head off. All right, fish. I've had it with you. Now, he actually got that. He actually kind of got it on the outside of the mouth. He may have rolled into it. Either way, we got us another fish here. Reeled us another one in. I'm gonna put another skipjack head on there. That danged old fish, rude thing, man. Could have left that head bait on. Very uncalled for. These catfish got no manners. They're not considerate at all. I don't know who the hell's raised them. If I ever run into their parents down through here today, I'm gonna give them an earful about it. It may happen. I may get one more fish here. After all, I was just contemplating getting the heck on up out of here. His sun's burned through the fog and the clouds, and it's gotten high in the sky, and boy, it got miserable fast when that happened. So I think I'm getting ready to wrap it up here shortly. With this fish here, what's he got? So he got the fly. He's got them all tangled up here. I don't know what he's got. He's got the cut bait hook in the mouth and had the fly all tangled up with it. Fish, I want you to just savor this moment, fish. You are going to be the last, unless some other fish comes along and steals your thunder in the next few seconds. You're going to be the last one in the video. Congratulations. That fish don't care. He don't care about being on this video. First fish, last fish, it don't matter. He's ungrateful. I'll tell you what, y'all, today has been it's truly been a grind out here, like them old rich people salt and pepper shakers. You know, you come to my house, you eat some dinner, I got the regular salt and pepper shakers. You just turn them up, shake them, salt, pepper goes everywhere. It's easy. Sometimes fishing's like that. Other times, you know, maybe you got a rich friend, rich uncle, you go to their house, you turn that salt and pepper shaker upside down, nothing comes out. You shake it, nothing. You got to take your other hand and grind it up. I don't know why it's like that. It's dumb. I don't know why anybody would want salt and pepper that you got to grind up. But that's what you got to do if you go eat dinner at their house. And it's like that out here today. Sometimes fishing's easy. I like it when it's like that. Other days, today, I've been covering water out here this morning. I did spot lock for probably 30 minutes. A little ways back, I come across some fish, don't know what they were. I sat there on them. You'd see them swimming up around my baits. They never bit. You know, a little tap here and there. So I don't know what they were. I never got any takedowns though. So I just kept moving along, but you know, just one of them days. Thankfully, I lucked into that big fish there first thing. And again, I never saw him on the graph either. Just kind of come out of nowhere, boom, there he was. But I'll take it, man. Any day I catch a big fish, I'm going home happy. But I would have liked to got me a bunch more out here besides just him. But anyway, y'all, like I said, it's getting hot. That sun's high up in the sky. So I'm about ready to take it home to the air conditioning. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.